Mario,
Niggas
where my soda?
always want to put on dark colors away and fuck up the game.
Put my soda
That
on
don't
the
fuck the game up.
My eyes, it does. Yes. Put on away jerseys, man. Please. Niggas gonna put dark jerseys
I
away.
wear white, brother. It don't even matter though, but white don't matter.
It does, nigga. Dark jerseys messing up your eyes, bro. I don't know what y'all niggas think.
Yeah, that's a fact. It do. It do.
It don't mess up my eyes. It mess up
You
your
gotta
eyes,
change
not
that.
mine.
I just said my eyes. Well, if you don't mess up yours, I'm telling you it messes up mine.
So if you was home, you have to wear white.
If I'm away, yes, I wouldn't change my uniform. I would wear white. No problem.
The hell are those?
The car keys
That's not a problem with me.
and 30,000 more cars.
I don't like that.
That's all I have left.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
They changed the colors. You gotta start over.
Yeah, no, I see you put on white. They changed it back, right. But it's alright. You got yellow helmets on. Fuck it.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run.
Your eye colors be messed up.
My eye color.
I'm sorry,
How
Cam.
many ready?
You can send it.
Oh my
I'm ready.
God. A cold run from the passer.
I'm just gonna wear what they give me.
Yep.
You won't hurt me.
Let me see if I got this straight. Okay. A while ago, I made a phone call. I called the hooker. She met me in a hotel room. We had a great talk. Then, said hooker,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
said
Just
hooker
a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room.
You know it is 8-1. Who you lost to, no?
Let's get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready, select the team! So we got man. Switch. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Watch the twist. Light!
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Now Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I'm not running the same plays. What you complaining about? I ain't run not one same play yet.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will be very close.
They said you could run the same play, no huddle back to back. I'm not running the same play though.
That means fourth down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I ran 3 different plays right there. I can go for it, right? 4th and inches. Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry. It's against the rules.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And that's going to score down it. And he takes himself to the 40-yard line before being called out. They only needed a few inches, but still some
Look at that.
Rivers on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 2, Rivers hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley-Cox. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high...
No, I posted it because I was looking at niggas liking her pictures and shit. No, I'm trying to see who. No, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to see if anybody that I was following like this shit. But the niggas' comments on there, that shit was on Explore, and I just looked. I'm like, who the fuck?
Yeah, that was the
No, I'm just. If niggas don't know about her, that's what I'm trying. Or him. I'm just trying to make y'all know that that's.
Don't want to see that.
I know you don't. I ain't say you. I'm just putting it out there for everybody.
For what? Nobody want to see that.
Okay. No problem, Cheeto.
We all looking at the text like, what the fuck is he doing?
Looking at niggas being thirsty over that. Niggas, she's catching niggas. I don't know. That's crazy. It's a damn shame.
She's killing me right now. God damn. I know, Sally, who's a bum.
1st and 10, Taylor.
You under me.
And he is
You under
back
me,
in
little
his
nigga.
tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm better than you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You were about to tell
You
me.
know, you want to not bring
Maybe
back,
just a
nigga.
slight detour on what's been a strong
Yeah,
drive. Here's
beat you
2nd and
anything.
11.
No, you can't. Now you
You have
lying.
some sort of idea.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
gotta be a powerhouse here to beat me, nigga.
To throw is Rivers.
Nice in Seattle.
Flush to his right.
I'm not anybody
He can't
run
get
the
rid
ball.
of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's freaked out, what's the end result?
It's
So
all
that
over
gets
the
hit.
news, and I don't want to ruin somebody's life if I'm wrong.
You fill me in at all.
Not yet.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long.
Byron, I can't even think straight. I'm sorry.
I know this must be hard.
Rivers
You have
down.
no idea.
You only try.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Never been away from you in his life.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Colts 3.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before.
That Cooler tested positive again?
The extra effort
Oh, I thought you said something else. His cousin. Oh, okay.
26 and also a first down.
Wow.
Is that you right?
No, thank you. I don't know.
It's like rain out there. Sure you won't take this ride in no time.
But I
To
don't
throw
know
is
you.
Rodgers.
You know I'm an officer.
Man open, that's Marquez
Let me see your
Valdez-Scantling.
badge.
And he's taken
Yep.
down inside the 30. And
Hello?
the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Yep.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a
Take this
play,
right?
never lock in on any one
Hello?
guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds
Alright.
the open guy for a nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more to first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I
Yeah,
just need
keep me
something
posted.
right here. And the end result there,
What do you think?
nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have a seat.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
You know I gotta run outside real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Everything. Oh. By everything, you mean my cover-up for you. Is that right? Sorry, Dad. Don't worry about it. David and I have a plan in place. Okay, what is it? I'm not going to tell you that, right? We're watching the whole thing very, very closely.
I'm ready.
Realize how bad this is, right?
Good shot as he tried to pull it. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
What the hell were you thinking? That's right. You weren't. Dad, I'm having a real hard time with this. So you're telling me, son? You're telling me you want to get high again?
Rodgers.
Wow. They didn't let me come in front of that. Come on. I seen that.
Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing Rivers. Flushed out right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pick.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And I don't think this has the carry.
Come on.
It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Logan Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's got Burton here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Zach Pascal. Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Rodgers again now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yep, force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Rivers completes it to the tight end, Burton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers.
Wow, what the fuck was that?
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense.
This nigga just threw the ball crazy just right there.
And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be in.
Are you serious?
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Oh, man. This nigga Rivers threw it right to him.
20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. There he goes, right side.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines that didn't.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First down, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daron Payne. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 2nd and a long way to go. Rivers, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Colts on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking for Campbell downfield. It got his man complete. And now look at him go. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 99 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. From the 38, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Rivers. He'll drop this down to Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop it.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Rivers on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on third down, Rivers eluding the pressure right.
Ow, okay. So tell you why Hilton didn't even try to catch the ball. Come on.
20 at the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And way up past the...
Good game, Nard.
He's taken down.
Good game, man.
Here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Rodgers. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of